Now let us do some questions. Questions on Bohr's model. I have shared a YouTube playlist. I have uploaded all the videos of atomic structure in that YouTube playlist. Okay, so that will be very helpful. That YouTube playlist will stay. Normally, the recordings on Zoom Cloud, they get deleted after 1 month or so. Okay. Have you seen that playlist? Am I audible? Okay, fine. If the radius of third orbit of He plus is x, then what is the radius of first orbit of Li2 plus in terms of x? I have sent the playlist in the group, in the WhatsApp group. The chemistry group. Sarthak, you are there in the chemistry group? So I have shared there. Are you able to access the videos? Has someone tried that link? Okay, fine. Yes, yes. The last message in that group talks about that link only. I'll upload all the future lectures of atomic structure also in the same playlist. Okay. Have you solved this? If the radius of third orbit of He plus is x, then what is the radius of first orbit of Li2 plus in terms of x? So we'll solve this by using the proportionality. Radius is proportional to n square by z. You can say that R1 upon R2. We have to find out, 1 second. Let us write it like this. Uh, Radius of third orbit of He plus, so R3 of He plus upon radius of first orbit of Li2 plus, R1 of Li2 plus. This will be equal to n square by z for third orbit will be 3 square and z is how much? 2 upon first orbit 1 square upon z is 3. So this comes out to be 3 3 is a 9, 3 is a 27. This is 27 by 2. So x upon r is equal to 27 by 2. So r is equal to 2x upon. You can write it as the value of radius of third orbit of He plus is x. You can write it as R1 of Li2 plus. This becomes equal to 27 by 2. R1 of Li2 plus is equal to 2x by 27. ठीक है, समझा ये? क्लियर है ये क्वेश्चन सबको? क्वेश्चन when an electron, ऐसे लिखो, the difference in the radius of two orbits in hydrogen atom is 24 times the first Bohr radius. Give the orbit numbers of the first two orbits, of the two orbits. Give the orbit numbers of the two orbits. The difference in the radius of two orbits in hydrogen atom is 24 times the first four radius. You have to identify the two orbits. Try करो. क्वेश्चन समझा ये? we're continuing with the Bohr's model. टर्न करूं पेज? Suppose the two orbits are n2 and n1. The radius of n2 minus radius of n1 is equal to 24 times the first Bohr radius. First Bohr radius is a naught. Radius of n2 will be n square by z. Z is 1 a naught minus, this is n2 square by 1 minus a naught, n2 square by 1 a naught. This is n1 square by 1, because we are talking about hydrogen atom, atomic number is 1, is equal to 24 a naught. So n2 square minus n1 square a naught is equal to 24 a naught. N2 square minus n1 square is equal to 24. Now from here, from this expression, we have to predict the values of n2 and n1. बताओ क्या क्या possible values हो सकती है n2 n1 की? Five and 1 is the one possible values. N2 is equal to 5, n1 is equal to 1. This can be one set of answers. Any other set of answer is possible? Seven and 5 is the another set of answers possible. So amongst whole numbers, these will be the only solutions. Clear है ये? Find the expression for the force of attraction by the nucleus on an electron. Find an expression for force of attraction by the nucleus on an electron in Bohr orbits in a given orbit. ठीक है, तो वी कैन राइट यहाँ पे इसका सॉल्यूशन अगर देखेंगे तो फोर्स इज इक्वल टू के Q1 Q2 अपॉन आर स्क्वायर. तो you'll use this expression to find out an expression for force. ट्राई करो ये. R in terms of A naught you can express. ठीक है, और you can write the whole expression also. So force is equal to K Q1 Q2 on R square. We can write Q1 as ZE, Q2 as E. R we can write A naught into N square by Z का whole square. तो यहाँ से आ जाएगा दिस इज के जेड ई स्क्वायर अपॉन ए नॉट का स्क्वायर इंटू एन टू द पावर 4 बाई जेड स्क्वायर, which comes out to be के ई स्क्वायर अपॉन ए नॉट का स्क्वायर इंटू जेड क्यूब बाई एन टू द पावर 4. तो वी गेट, ये नोट कर लो जल्दी से. नेक्स्ट देखो, और वी कैन राइट force is proportional to z cube by n to the power 4. Even acceleration on the electron will be equal to force by mass. Okay. Even acceleration, mass is a constant, mass of electron is a constant term. So we can say that even acceleration A is proportional to z cube by n to the power 4. This will be equal to k e square upon m a naught square into z cube by n to the power 4. Clear है ये? The force on an electron is proportional to z cube by n to the power 4. Even the acceleration on the electron is proportional to z cube by n to the power 4. Is this clear? A question देखो. Which of the following statements is are true? As the value of n increases, the spacing between the orbits in terms of energy increases. As the value of n increases, the spacing in terms of energy decreases. As the value of n increases, the spacing in terms of distance increases, and the fourth statement is as the value of n increases, the spacing in terms of distance decreases. यस वीरो के, तुम्हारा आंसर सही है. लेट अदर्स आल्सो ट्राई वंस. मैं 1 मिनट आया. ट्राई करो तुम लोग. सी इज ट्रू. यस. करेक्ट आंसर इज बी एंड सी. ठीक है. लेट मी शो दिस मैथमेटिकली. ठीक है. लेट अस सॉल्व दिस. Let us find out the distance between spacing between two successive orbits. So separation in terms of energy, let us first find out. Separation in terms of energy. Suppose delta E. Let us find out the separation between two consecutive orbits. En minus En minus 1. Okay. So this will be equal to minus E naught into Z square by N square minus E naught into Z square by N minus 1 का whole square. ठीक है. So we'll get E naught into Z square common. This will be 1 by N minus 1 whole square minus 1 by N square. ठीक है. A is false. B and C are true. This will be equal to E naught into Z square. This is N square minus N minus 1 whole square upon N square into N minus 1 whole square. We'll simplify this. तो ये आ जाएगा n square minus 2n plus 1. This comes out to be 2n minus 1 sorry, if n is much greater than 1, if n is very, very large, if value of n is 20, 30, the 20 minus 1, 19 can be taken as approximately equal to 20. N minus 1 can be taken as approximately equal to n. 2n minus 1 can also be taken as approximately equal to n. ठीक है? तो 2n minus 1 is approximately equal to 2n. Sorry, 2n minus 1 is approximately equal to 2n. Now putting these values, we get delta E as 2 E naught Z square upon n cube. It is inversely proportional to n cube, whereas value of n increases, delta E decreases. Clear है ये? So A is definitely wrong. Arav, Anya, understood? ईशान समझा ए रॉन्ग है. वत्सल, okay. Now let us find out the separation in terms of the distance. Turn करूं page. Separation in terms of distance will be the difference in their radius will be equal to delta r, r of n2 minus r of n1, and r of n2 minus r of n1 a naught into n2 square by z minus a naught into n1 square by z. A naught by z common, n2 square minus n1 square. Putting n2 and n1 as n and n minus 1, a naught by z, n square minus n minus 1 का whole square. N square minus n square minus 2n plus 1. This comes out to be a naught by z into 2n minus 1. ठीक है, तो as n increases, delta r increases. ठीक है, delta r is proportional to n. Value of n will increase, delta r will increase. Clear है ये? So in terms of distance, the spacing increases as the value of n increases. So B and C options are correct. समझा सबको? Next we'll study about some definitions associated with single electron species. Some definitions associated with single electron species. Single electron species are also referred to as H-like species, hydrogen-like species. सबसे पहले देखो ground state. Ground state, it refers to the lowest energy state. The lowest energy state is the orbit number 1. So n is equal to 1 is the ground state. Clear है ये? Ground state का definition clear है? Whenever we say that a species is in ground state, hydrogen is in ground state, that means hydrogen atoms in ground state. तो हाइड्रोजन एटम्स के जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं वो फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट पे प्रेजेंट है. The ground state refers to the lowest energy state. टर्न करूं? ठीक है, नेक्स्ट देखो. We'll talk about excited state. ठीक है. Ground state is the lowest energy state. Excited state is, it is any other state than the ground state. Any other higher energy state than the ground state. So all other higher energy states are called excited states. यहाँ पे convention है, nth excited state is n plus 1th orbit. That means, what is the first excited state? First excited state will be the second orbit. N is equal to 2. Second excited state will be the third orbit, and so on. Third excited state will be the fourth orbit. Seventh excited state will be the eighth orbit, and so on. Clear है ये excited state? Next, we'll study about ionization energy. It is defined as the energy required to remove an electron from the ground state of an atom or an ion. It is also defined as it is the energy absorbed during transfer of an electron from n is equal to 1 to n is equal to infinity. तो इलेक्ट्रॉन को कहां ले जाना है, n इक्वल टू 1 से n इक्वल टू इंफिनिटी पे ले जाना है. इफेक्टिवली इलेक्ट्रॉन को एटम से बाहर निकालना है. इंफिनिटी का मतलब इट इज वेरी वेरी अवे फ्रॉम द एटम. तो उस इलेक्ट्रॉन को न्यूक्लियस से बहुत ज्यादा दूर ले जाना है. ठीक है, तो इफेक्टिवली इस इलेक्ट्रॉन को न्यूक्लियस की फील्ड से बाहर निकालना है. So it is nothing but removal of electron from the atom. So it is defined as the energy required to remove an electron from the ground state of an atom or to move the electron from n equal to 1 to n equal to infinity. Clear your definition? याद करो बोर्ड्स पोस्टुलेट में हमने ये पॉइंट लिखा था कि whenever electron moves from one orbit to another orbit, some energy is absorbed or released. And when electron moves from lower orbit to higher orbit, some energy is absorbed. The magnitude of energy absorbed or released is equal to the difference in energies of the two orbits. ठीक है, so we can say that ionization energy is equal to the difference in energies of the last orbit minus the first orbit. E infinity का वैल्यू क्या होगा? We'll write this as minus E naught into Z square by infinity square minus E naught into Z square by 1 square. ये जीरो हो जाएगा, 1 upon infinity is 0. This becomes E naught into Z square. We'll say that ionization energy is equal to E naught into Z square, where Z is the atomic number. So we can use this as a formula to calculate ionization energy of different species. Ionization energy of hydrogen can be calculated, ionization energy of He plus can be calculated, ionization energy of Li2 plus can be calculated. This formula can be used to calculate, ठीक है, ionization energy of single electron species. So this is valid for single electron species only. ठीक है, क्लियर है ये एक्सप्रेशन, ये फॉर्मूला आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी का? एक बार फिर से देख लो. It is the energy required to remove an electron from the ground state of an atom or the energy absorbed during transfer of an electron from n equal to infinity. The value will be E infinity minus E1. Okay. A similar term we defined is binding energy. It is the energy required to remove an electron from any given orbit bracket में लिख लो may not be the ground state, may or may not be the ground state. और करके लिखेंगे it is the energy absorbed when electron is transferred from or taken from nth orbit to n equal to infinity. तो इलेक्ट्रॉन इज रिमूव फ्रॉम एनी गिवन ऑर्बिट. सेकेंड ऑर्बिट की बाइंडिंग एनर्जी डिफाइन करते हैं, थर्ड ऑर्बिट की बाइंडिंग एनर्जी डिफाइन करते हैं, फोर्थ ऑर्बिट की बाइंडिंग एनर्जी ऐसे डिफाइन करते हैं. ठीक है, ये नोट कर लो जल्दी से. टर्न करूं? तो फ्रॉम हियर वी कैन राइट बाइंडिंग एनर्जी of nth orbit will be equal to E infinity minus En. ठीक है, E infinity will be 0. This is equal to minus En. En will be E naught into minus E naught into Z square by N square. Or we'll get binding energy of nth orbit is equal to E naught into Z square by N square. Valid only for single electron species. Sometimes we have to find out binding energy of nth excited state. nth excited state is n plus 1th orbit. This will be equal to E naught into z square by n plus 1 का होल स्क्वायर. ठीक है, क्लियर है ये? An important result here we can write that binding energy of first orbit is nothing but equal to ionization energy. Binding energy of first orbit is equal to ionization energy. So binding energy is a general term, can be defined for first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, etc. The binding energy of first orbit is equal to ionization energy. Clear है ये? For the second, third, fourth orbit, it will be simply referred to as the binding energy. Okay, but for the first orbit, it may be referred to as the ionization energy also. Next term लिखो, excitation energy. Excitation energy. It is the energy required to excite an electron from ground state to a given excited state. It is the energy required to excite an electron from ground state to a given excited state. Excite an electron. Excite का मतलब to increase the to take the electron to a higher energy level. Excitation often refers to, ठीक है, taking to higher energy level. To a higher energy level. जल्दी से नोट कर लो. नेक्स्ट देखो, we can also define excitation energy as it is the energy required to take an electron from ground state, that is n equal to 1, to a given excited state. ठीक है, यहाँ पे we define nth excitation energy as energy required to take the electron to nth excited state. From n equal to 1 to nth excited state. And what is the nth excited state? Nth excited state is nothing but the n plus 1th orbit. So we'll get nth excitation energy as equal to E n plus 1 minus E1, which will be equal to minus E naught into Z square by n plus 1 का whole square minus E naught into Z square by 1 square is equal to E naught into Z square common 1 minus 1 by n plus 1 का whole square. This is equal to nth excitation energy. क्लियर है ये? Next, some more similar terms. एक है ionization potential. It is very much similar to ionization energy. There is a slight difference. Often it is used as interconvertible term with ionization energy. मतलब ionization energy की जगह ionization potential term भी use करते हैं, but actually में थोड़ा सा difference है. The difference is it is the potential required to remove an electron from the ground state. And potential is measured in volts. ठीक है, if we apply a potential of 10 volts on an electron, the energy gained by that electron will be 10 electron volts. So whatever potential we are supplying, the same amount of energy is supplied in electron volts. If we supply energy of 13 volts, supply a potential of 13 volts, apply a potential of 13 volts, that means the energy supplied to the electron is 13 electron volts. यहाँ से हम एक सिंपल सा रिजल्ट लिख सकते हैं. That result is, ये नोट कर लो पहले, it is a potential required to remove an electron from the ground state. रिजल्ट देखो हम क्या लिखेंगे. We'll say that ionization potential in volts will be exactly equal to the ionization energy in electron volts. ठीक है. If ionization energy, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? If ionization energy is 13.6 electron volt, then ionization potential will be 13.6 volts. Okay? So there's a minute difference between the definitions of ionization energy and ionization potential, but very often these terms are used interchangeably. Okay? Questions में ionization potential की जगह ionization energy लिखा हो सकता है, ionization energy की जगह ionization potential लिखा हो सकता है. ऐसे लिखा रहता है कि IP is 10 electron volts. Actually IP is 10 electron volts, ठीक है, is not very correct. ठीक है, theoretically it's not very correct statement. IP should have expressed in volts, but normally books में और conventionally ये follow करते आए हैं हम कि IP को भी हम electron volt में specify करते हैं. ठीक है, तो often IP is used as interchangeably with IE. ठीक है, but the exact definition is slightly different. Clear है ये? We can write this also. Often IP is used interchangeably instead of, as simply लिख लो, instead of IE. तो सिमिलरली एक और टर्म डिफाइन करते हैं, एक्साइटेशन पोटेंशियल. It is the potential required to excite an electron from ground state to a given excited state. From ground state to a given excited state. Okay. And similar to the IP and IE relation, we can say that the excitation potential in volts is equal to excitation energy in electron volts. A binding potential generally use नहीं करते. There is nothing called as binding potential. ठीक है, कुछ सिंपल से क्वेश्चंस देखते हैं इस पे बेस्ड. Find the second excitation energy of He plus ion. Find the second excitation energy of He plus ion. ठीक है, तो डेफिनेशन याद रखो, व्हाट इज एक्साइटेशन एनर्जी, देन यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व इट. Second excitation energy, that means energy required to take an electron from ground state to second excited state. तो इलेक्ट्रॉन को कहां से कहां ले जाना है? इलेक्ट्रॉन हैज टू बी टेकन फ्रॉम ground state, that means n equal to 1, to second excited state. And what is the second excited state? Second excited state is the third orbit, तो n equal to 3, तो n equal to 1 to n equal to 3 ले जाना है. ठीक है, तो we can say that सेकेंड एक्साइटेशन एनर्जी, एक सेकेंड ये नोट कर लो एक बार. ठीक है, सेकेंड एक्साइटेशन एनर्जी निकालना है, मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉन को ग्राउंड स्टेट से सेकेंड एक्साइटेड स्टेट में ले जाने के लिए कितनी एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड है वो निकालना है. वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड to remove the electron or to take the electron from ground state to the second excited state. Ground state is the first orbit, second excited state is the third orbit. So effectively we have to take the electron from first orbit to third orbit. So we'll get second excitation energy is equal to E3 minus E1 is equal to E naught into Z square 1 minus 1 by 3 square. और He plus की बात कर रहे हैं. He plus के लिए Z का वैल्यू 2, E naught का वैल्यू 13.6, 1 minus 1 by 9, तो 8 by 9. This is 13.6 into 4 into 8 by 9 electron volt. This comes out to be equal to 48.355 electron volt. Clear है ये? और क्वेश्चन देखो. The third excitation energy for a hypothetical hydrogen-like species is 50 volts. Hypothetical. What will be its ionization energy? 50 electron volts. What will be its ionization energy? Try करो. The third excitation energy of a hypothetical hydrogen-like species is 50 electron volts. What will be its ionization energy? I'll extend for 2-3 minutes. Don't disconnect right now. देखो, इट्स अ हाइपोथेटिकल स्पीशीज, तो ई नॉट की वैल्यू 13.6 हो जरूरी नहीं है, ठीक है। लेट अस डू इट। थर्ड एक्साइटेशन एनर्जी का पहले फॉर्मूला लिखते। थर्ड एक्साइटेशन एनर्जी इज एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड टू टेक एन इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम first orbit to the third ground state to the third excited state. Third excited state is the fourth orbit. So this will be equal to E4 minus E1. This will be equal to E naught into Z square 1 minus 1 by 4 square. Or the value is given as how much? 50 electron volt. Or 50 eV is equal to E naught into Z square 1 minus 1 by 16, that is equal to 15 by 16. So from here we'll get E naught into Z square is equal to 50 into 16 by 15 electron volts. So 50 into 16 by 15 is equal to 53.33 electron volts. ठीक है. Now what is ionization energy? Ionization energy is equal to E naught into Z square. So therefore we get ionization energy is equal to E naught into Z square is equal to 53.33 electron volt. As it is a hypothetical species, ठीक है, will not put E naught as 13.6 electron volt. ठीक है, hypothetical species may have a different value of E naught. We're okay. A hypothetical species may have different value of E naught. ठीक है, hypothetical बोला मतलब it may be some other the derivations may be slightly different, the assumptions may be slightly different. ठीक है, actually E naught is always 13.6, but hypothetical atom or ion may have a different value of E naught. ठीक है, so our answer will be 53.33 electron volt. Now I think we can solve problems from Bohr's atomic model. मैं होमवर्क दे देता हूं तुम लोगों को बोर्स एटॉमिक मॉडल के. एक मिनट रुकना. Foundation builders objective, question number 16 to 36. This is the homework. Foundation builders objective, question number 16 to 36. एक मिनट रुकना, असाइनमेंट में भी देखते हैं कुछ कर सकते हैं कि नहीं हम लोग. Assignment also you can do the section 2. Assignment exercise 1 का section 2. exercise 1 section 2. ठीक है, ये दो होमवर्क है. ठीक है, ये प्रीवियस पेज एक बार फिर से देख लो. ठीक है, क्लियर है ये. नाउ आई एम एंडिंग द लेक्चर. तो 13 to 20 स्पेंडिंग क्या सेक्शन 1 का. You can attempt section 1 13 to 20 also. जस्ट स्किप द क्वेश्चंस ऑफ फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट। इसमें फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट के एक सेकंड 2 क्वेश्चन से मैं मार्क कर देता हूं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 17 एंड 18। ठीक है, चलो, थैंक यू एवरीवन, टेक केयर, हैव अ गुड डे।